Hey you, and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. My name is Satchmo, this is episode 27. Let's go somewhere new today. I had mentioned going to Moho, but Moho is actually... I don't think that's the right order of planets to go in. I think Moho is maybe a little bit more late game than what we're ready for. So, Eve is pretty difficult because of its thick atmosphere and, well, that's just that. It's got a very, very thick atmosphere. And same thing with Jewel, but Jewel has an incredibly high gravity well, or incredibly deep gravity. It's very big. It's the Jupiter of the system, so it's very hard to get to. So there are other options here: are Dres, Elu, and did I miss one? I feel like I'm missing something. Moho, Eve, Duna, Dres, Elu. I guess not. I feel like I'm missing one. I might be thinking one of the moons, so forget it. Anyway, maybe we'll go all the way out to Elu. Elu is like the, well, probably the Neptune. I used to think of it as Pluto, but I guess it's probably more like a Neptune. In terms of its orbital, like how far out it is. I think it's actually more like Pluto, to be real. But it takes the place of, I guess, where Neptune would be in the solar system. It doesn't matter. The point, the point is, I think we're going to go to Elu. And part of the reason for that... Okay, wow. What did I press there? Tilde? Interesting. Where am I at here? I think we're going to go to... I said Elu. I actually meant Dres. I want to go to the second greatest Delta V requirement. See, we're going to Duna with 6540. I think we're going to go to Dres, 6680. And realistically, I could just use the crafts that I did for that to do this. Dres is not particularly difficult. Yeah, so anything that went to Duna could probably go to Dres. For the most part, because I do pack a lot of budget in there. So anyway, 6680 to go there, and then some more to come back. 430 plus 1280, it's another almost 2 grand, 610, a little over 2 grand. So we're looking at about 8 or 9 grand total to go there, land, and come back. So you could obviously add all that up if you wanted to, but we're not going to. I think I'm going to go look at my Duna craft and see if there's anything I can kind of modify to go to Dres instead. So, vehicle assembly building. And let's load up the other craft and see what we have to work with. Otherwise, I'll just build one stock. Alright, let's see. Duna base, Duna lander. Let's load up the Duna lander. And see. Okay. That guy has 8803. And solar panels. I can change out these solar panels. Reason being, because I'm sorry. I'm thinking Elu again. I apologize. I was going to say I'm going to change mine anyway, but Elu, because it's so far away from the sun, doesn't get a whole lot of sunlight, so you have to really pack on the solar panels to actually be able to get any sun. Anyway, service bay here looks like it's packed full of scientific experiments, and yeah, other than that, everything else looks like it's ready to go. I guess I see no reason why we can't just fly this thing. 86, 83. I mean, why not? Let's see. I'm legitimately trying to think of a reason why I can't just fly this thing. We could pack a little bit extra Delta V. This is the inner stage right here. I'll put in a little here just for margins. That's not the right one. You're the right one. No, you're not. This one, I think, is the one I want. It's kind of middle one. Okay, that's fine. Thrust weight is still fine. Let's put it in the atmosphere. Thrust weight is still fine all the way out until orbit, so that's good. You know what? Let's do that bigger one. Let's do a big transfer stage. This is going to make the ship pretty tall and unbalanced, but it'll give me... let's see. Oh yeah, atmosphere. I was like, why is that? Okay, so 9 grand Delta V. Didn't give me too much more, honestly. Yeah, it didn't give me too much more at all. That's fine. We're going to go with it. And I'm also going to try to strut this thing up a little bit more than I had previously. Right here to here. would help for sure. These little dinky wings down here. Let's add better wings. That'll help keep it top stable. These small deltas are nice. Are they really any bigger than the other ones? It's kind of hard to say. I think they have a better surface though. Okay. Staging is fine. I don't know. Let's just fly this up there and see what happens. Let's get our crew right. Jeb's fine. Engineer's fine. I don't need 2 pilots. Go away, Val. And not today, Val. Tanvin. Let's throw him up there. And this is going to be renamed to the, what did I say? Dres? The, Dres. I don't know. Lander. There we go. I don't think Dres has a moon. So we're not going to be doing anything. Pretty much, this might be the only time we even go to Dres. We'll go there, we'll get all the science we possibly can, we'll land, we'll come back, and then we'll check it off the list. Done. So we'll see. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to launch it. I'm going to get into a nice stable orbit at 100 kilometers up, and then I'm going to switch over to my window flight planner and see what I can do about getting a nice transfer between these 2 planets. This one should be pretty simple. So let's just see what happens. Go ahead and launch. Yeah, Moho, that's where I was going to go, and I was actually thinking that Moho was easier than it was. When I looked at the Delta V requirements, I forgot that there's kind of several reasons Moho is difficult. One of which is because it's just it's very, very hard to stop there. The capture, the orbital, the circularization burn around it is just tense. It's very, very small, and it's hard to actually capture once you go down there. So we will be doing it, but I think I'm just going to hold off a little bit more. I want to get more science and probably fill out the rest of the tech tree, and then we'll start doing the really hard ones. Eve and Jewel, when you look at the Delta V map, have a ton of Delta V. The requirements to go to those places are astronomical, but they both have atmospheres, so you can break away quite a lot of that. So, however, Moho does not have an atmosphere. So it's significantly more challenging to actually stop once you get there. At any rate, we're just going to wait a little while and we're going to do it some other time. But we are going to go somewhere new. We've been spending a lot of time around Kerb. We've been spending a lot of time around Duna and Ike. And I think it's time we get out there and see the rest of the solar system. So let's do that. I have people on the DSS working hard, getting some science together. We'll be transmitting that science back before too long. Let's go ahead and hop on that prograde marker. And there we go. And I'll just hold this prograde. It'll kind of gently fall over time. And I'll get up to 100K, because that's where the window flight planner likes to, it's like the default, it's the default setting for the window flight planner, so for no other reason, I'll just do that. In fact, I can go ahead and do it now, I guess. Dres. No, I don't have time. I'm almost done. I'll wait just a moment. Yep, see, I'm just kind of naturally following that prograde marker towards the horizon, which is a good way to do this. Which is a good way to get a nice orbit. Very clean, beautiful launch. Happy with that. And we're back. We are at, let's see, year 42, day 332, bright and early in the morning. And let's see, we have a node for 15, let's put one just somewhere, and maneuver. It's 1530, prograde, and 36.5 normal. And that should get us close, provided we put it at the right time, of course. So I'll zoom out and check on that. We are going to that planet. So set that as a target, and then I'll just move it around from here. Let's see. At this point, stop it. Click on that. What? Okay, why can't I get the graphical maneuver editor sometimes? This is just weird to me. I don't know. Sometimes the game does stuff I just don't understand. Explain it to me. Somebody explain it to me. I gotta know why. It's just weird. At any rate, yeah, it'll be it'll be kind of where you'd think it was. Stop with the zooming. Not there. Can I just control it from here? I kind of can. Yeah, there we go. I'd love to be able to move this maneuver node. That just seems like something I should be able to do, like I've done 900 times during this playthrough. I can't think of why I can't. I have Link. I have a capable crew on board. I have no idea why I don't have access to this. That's just strange to me. Maybe I can move it. Of course, I'm looking at the sun, but maybe... Oh! And... Oh, man. Well, that looks like the closest... excuse me. That looks like the closest approach right there. Let's see if... Oh! That's a better one. Okay, right... There. And I'll just make an adjustment once that's fine, I'll just make an adjustment. In fact, can I make a small adjustment here? Click on it. Closest approach, here's my separation. I'll just be looking at that separation number, prograde. It looks like it. Can't see because the sun's in the way. Okay, it's hard to tell. I'll make an adjustment. And once I get there. That's fine. Right, so we'll flip over to the maneuver, and I'm going to physics warp over there. A burn time of 5 minutes. Ouch. It doesn't seem right, but whatever. I am using that poodle with that big old tank, so. Alright, 2.5 minutes, 2:38 is what I'm looking at here, if I've done my math right. And at this point, the crew is wondering, why did we have to get in a spaceship and go around the planet for a year and a half when we could have just stayed at home with our families and then just launched just launched when the window was there. Well, you guys would understand if I tried to explain it to you. So, alright, I'll see you after this burn. Alright, there we go. Got a nice approach on the front side of the planet. And I'm pretty highly inclined with respect to the planet. It's going to cost me a little extra delta V once we get to that point. But I think we're just going to roll with it. I'm going to go ahead and warp to the SOI. And yeah, see about doing capture grid. Oh man, another 200 days. This stuff takes so long to do once you get out here. I kind of wish, and I understand why there isn't, but I don't know, part of me feels like it'd be kind of nice just to be able to like warp to here and then have the option to just have the game do all the calculations and then just put you there, as opposed to actually, you know, doing it second by second. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't like that if they implement it. In fact, people in the comments will probably tell me why that's not a good idea, and so I'll go ahead and pre-concede that it may not be a good idea. But in times like this, I wish that it existed, because I just don't feel like I've waited days and days and days and days and days. I typically, when I do all these long, these burns and these big long time warps, I go get a cup of coffee, go use the restroom or something like that, and come back and it's still warping. So it just takes a little while, just a lot of idle time. So anyway, I was gonna warp, fast forward through that, but I managed to talk through it. So we're gonna quick save. We're gonna take another look at our planet. It is coming in pretty shallow, but I think I'm gonna miss any kind of like rocky terrain or anything like that. I'm gonna quick save again, just so if I die, I can do it again. And let's go ahead and warp somewhere. Well, let's do a maneuver. Let's add a maneuver to see kind of how long it's gonna take me to actually capture myself here. It's pretty significant. 1402 out of the 31 I have left. That does seem like a lot. I wonder. We'll just leave it well enough alone. I want to do this on a light side of the planet, but I don't want to. Well, what's the difference if I capture? If I just capture, it'll take me, 13. Yeah, there you go, 13,500. and if I land, it'll cost me an extra 200. I might just do it. A little risky, just making sure I have enough Delta V to get home, but I think I do. So at any rate, it's a 2-minute burn. So let's go ahead and warp somewhere over there. Okay, so I'm gonna abandon this because I've realized that I am careening towards the planet, and that's no good. I think I may have misjudged my timing a little bit. So there we go, I'll push myself out and warp down to periapsis. Waste a little more Delta V there. I'm wondering, this doesn't have an atmosphere, does it? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I think I may have just miscalculated the burn time. So anyway, there we go. Now I can perform the rest of my capture without worrying about crashing into the planet. At least hopefully. Again, unfortunately we're on the dark side of the planet, so I'm not even going to bother switching to ship view and looking at it and all that. So I'm going to do a nice burn here to bring myself down. And something, am I at 9? I'll just look at it. I'll just visually see what's up. And there's a nice landing over there somewhere. That's fine with me. Alright, let's quick save this. And fly over there. Let's fly over here. Plenty of time to spare, and we'll start doing all of our science. And we'll send the scientist on EVA. Grab the EVA report. And also grab all of this stuff. And ship's angled kind of in a funny way. Collect and restore. And here we can collect and restore. Alright. Hop back in the ship and then send all of this into this module. There we go. Close these doors. Spin ourselves around a little bit. Alright. Let me look at the map here. I'm gonna wait till I'm over here. This is me kind of risky, but we're gonna do it. Oh, can't warp, can't auto warp. Can't warp faster than one time. Wow, I didn't know that. Really? How about physics warp? There we go, I can physics warp. So I'll speed this up a little bit and we'll try to land somewhere. Alright, and we'll pull these in just to make it easier for me to see a little bit. And I guess we can go ahead and start our burn now. Do I have this thing limited? Yes, okay. All the way up, I have surface selected. So we're just gonna do a hard slam here. Turn stability assist off so I can point at the horizon. And just remain pointed at the horizon, because this looks like a nice area to land. So we're going to go ahead, as always, go ahead and kill my horizontal velocity. Just pushing that to the top of the nav ball. Alright. And then I'll point retrograde. And turn on RCS just in case I need it. Physics warp down a little bit. You're pretty close to the surface. And let's see what happens. Get down to about 100 meters perhaps. Alright. No, very soft landing. Gorgeous, gorgeous landing. Very, very pretty. Alright, turn our CS off. I don't need that. I was using that to stay stable. And here we are, landed on Dres. Very cool. 1653 meters per second to get back home. Let me check on that real quick. 1653, huh? 1653 minus, where are we at here, Dres? 430. I don't think... I might not circularize the thing. I might just do a launch straight out of here. And I'm trying to remember how to calculate that. If I don't circularize, I might just do that plus the 610. Oops, I'm sorry, minus. Ah, shucks. Sorry. 16. Aha! 1653 minus 430 to get up. Minus, let's just add the 610 in there. 610 minus 950. 337 extra. Ha! It'd be close. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. I'll at least be able to do a rescue mission if I need to. I said switch back to Kerbal. There we go. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, while we're here, let's go ahead and do all of our science. While landed. Plenty of science. Let's send out the scientists to go on EVA, grab the report and the surface sample. Neat. And let's put all of that, collect that data, and collect that data, and close this. And we'll put it, here we go. I meant to store it in here, so I didn't mean to close that. Spin this around and collect all that. There we go. So all of that is in the same place. Very cool. Jeb's our man, as always. Let's have him hop down. Let's have him land. Dook. And hey, turn around, buddy. What are you doing? There we go. And you can plant a flag. Beautiful view. Very, very pretty. Alright, and this is called LZ1. Plaque text. We're never coming back here again. There we go. He hated it here. And I'm not a huge fan either. I don't really see why Dres is in the game. I'll talk more about that in a minute, I guess. But not a huge fan of Dres. Just really no reason to be here. Alright, there we go. Let's quick save, and now we have the difficult task of actually coming back home. So, what I can do, zoom, is I want to get myself into an orbit. I'm in an outer orbit, which means I want to burn on the front side of the orbit. Right? So I want to burn kind of over here. So right now I'm going to do a circularization kind of type burn to get over here. And then I'm going to burn again to actually get out of the SOI. And that should put me in a lower orbit relative to the sun. And I should be able to get to KSC from there. I'd also like to do this when Dres is in plane with KSC, which actually it looks like it is now. Pretty damn close. So we're going to go ahead and try it now. And we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and do that. So 90 degrees is right here, so I need to press W to go down. So that, Z, and over. There we go. Pull those in. Let's take a look at our apoapsis here. Let's go and kill this. And hold prograde. I don't need to be high at all. Yeah, 9 grand's fine. Unfortunately, I can't warp as always. So I'll just do a little physics warp. Right, so you can see I couldn't, excuse me, I couldn't, I couldn't wait any longer with that slow time warp. So anyway, I'm at the Terminator here, or close enough, with the light and dark side of the moon, of the planet. And this is where we should be able to burn to add velocity to this system, but subtract it from the Kerbal system, thereby reducing my overall orbit around the sun. There we go. That's an escape. We'll go ahead and take that. And hopefully I can kind of quickly escape from here. Let's see, 3,000. Hurry up. Yeah, it's going to be thin. The margins are going to be pretty thin. A little worried about it. But if I can get an aero brake on Kerbin, if I could just get a good intercept with an aero brake, then I should be fine. So that's pretty much $1,000 just to hit Kerbin, and everything else should break away. Provided I get the provided I get it right with the altitude, how sharp, how steeply I hit Kerbin. All right. Anyway, here we are now orbiting the sun. Out of curiosity, do I have any science up here that I can do? No, I don't. Okay, go away. All right. So we're gonna set KSC as our new target, and we're going to set up a maneuver just any old where and see what it takes. Oops, too much. See what it takes. Do I have enough? Try to give me about $1,000. Let's move this thing around and see if there's anywhere I can be. That's tough. That's tough. I don't think I have enough fuel. Yep, I don't have enough fuel. So then the next question is, set Duna as a target. Can I get to Duna? Alright, we're going to, I'm going to time warp around, and I'm going to see if there's a time when I can get a kind of a gravity assist from Duna to slow me down enough to actually be able to fling me from Duna to Kerbin. It's a long shot, but if I can't do it, then at least I'll be closer to Kerbin, and I can do a rescue mission from there if I need to. Right, so I found an intercept with Duna, and although it actually looks like it's going to put me kind of on the wrong side of Duna, I'm going to try to make an adjustment and see if I can sling myself into a lower orbit. I don't think I'll be able to get an intercept with Kerbin and go home, but I'll kind of be able to reposition myself a little bit better, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I want to be able to... Yeah, well, we'll see. I think I'll have to send up a rescue mission to go get the science and the crew back. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, because that's just another fun episode and something else that we kind of haven't really done yet. We've done rendezvous missions, but no, I guess we've done a rescue. Like, technically. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Here we go. I'm going to leave that alone, because I want to go on the front side of the planet. And I'm wondering if there's a way that I can spend my last 85 Delta V to make that happen. So, where would be... Well, where am I, first of all? Excuse me. There I am. Let's just go over here and see if there's something I can do to readjust this orbit a little bit. Speed that up a hair. See, I'm coming in from this low angle, which is tough because it's going to fling me out at a bad angle. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to use Dres, use Duna's gravity to kind of reposition my craft a little bit. Maybe take out some of that angle. Let's see. That should be pulling it in and then down. Let's go up here. Down and in and down and in and down. Okay. And up and out. Okay. There we go. And then also in the gravity well, I should be able to We'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. How close is this? 136. I should be able to do kind of a plane change in here as well. We're going to perform this one real quick. Alright, pulling it in here to see if I can get some atmosphere. Gotta be very careful though. 34. I don't think that'll capture me. We'll see. Quick save right here. And we'll just see what this does to my final orbit. It's still pretty inclined. I don't think there's really a whole lot I can do about that. I could probably burn a little bit anti-normal to help with that. But, I mean, not much. Yeah, not much at all. Let's go ahead and pull these in. Hello again, Duna. I just can't escape you. Try to do something cool, and look at you. Here you are again. Yeah, not really happy with this Dres mission. It's been a long time since I've been to Dres. I think I forgot that the inclination of Dres, how much that affects things. Because it clearly affects things pretty heavily. So, yeah, we're going to kind of belly flop through the atmosphere here. And stop that. Let's see if I can burn my last little bit of fuel. Last little bit. See how much that helps. Probably not at all. Alright. And yeah, wherever I'll be, I'll be. Oops, I meant to go this way. Let's see what that did to me. Pulled me in pretty... not really. I'm a revert, and I'm gonna go a little deeper in the gravity well, and see if I can use the aero braking a little bit more efficiently, whatever. All right. Let's see what happens here. And I'm not really worried about the craft because I'm pretty sure the craft will be fine. Let's just look at the orbit and see what the orbit does. I'm curious. Should start seeing it pull over here. Sorry, it's right there. Let's see, pulling in pretty tight. Perhaps this. Okay. Altitude 35k. Yeah, it's bleeding off a lot, but it's not bleeding off enough. And now I'm going back out into space. Yep, it's not going to be enough. Okay, so next mission is going to be to save these guys. That's what we're going to be working on next time. Yep, I'm already back out of the atmosphere. Let's go ahead and throw them out into space. Let's also extend their solar panels. There we go, and there we go. Right, so Moho mission has been interesting. We'll see. Why am I? Oh, it's because I'm not over the sun. There we go. I was like, why is it facing that way? It should be facing up and down. There we go. Yeah, the Moho mission has been interesting. I'll have to do a rescue mission for my crew. No problem. And we'll do that next episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Kind of a weird mission, but it is what it is. So, thanks a bunch again, and I'll see you guys next time where we save these guys.